The heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dempsey. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dempsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off play action. Dempsey. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Throwing is Hurts. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll buy some time right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second down and 7.
Looking to throw. Dempsey. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Dempsey.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Looking to throw. Dempsey. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop her with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And taken right on the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Dempsey. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Dempsey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
On the move to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Eagles 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Past the 20. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Into the secondary past the 40.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Dempsey airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Hurts throw complete there to Smith, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They go play action with Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Smith. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Sanders.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Rolling to his left. And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Hurts will throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 77 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darren Hall. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Oh, some strong running. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts steps away. That's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back.